My dear child, I see the happiness in your heart, the silent aches that linger, and the questions left unspoken. Change feels like a storm, unsettling and swift. But trust this, I am with you, guiding you. These shifts prepare you for renewal, for a purpose greater than you know. I see you, my little kid. I feel the unseen weight weighing on your heart, and the silent storms raging inside your spirit. I am aware of the pain that remains in the quiet of your evenings, even if you do a good job of hiding it. Type 333 if you trust God's guidance in your life. You have a lot of questions, don't you? Issues of belonging, direction, and purpose. You question why it seems like fog has covered the once clear path. You're left reaching for anything solid, while the conviction you once had slides through your fingers like sand. But know that I am here lovingly observing every tear, every mothered prayer, and every uncertainty that rattles you. My darling, life isn't supposed to stay the same. Change is a dance, events and beginnings the beat of creation. However, I am aware of how unnerving it may be when the familiar starts to change. The connections you previously believed to be indestructible seem to be fading like far-off clothes. As you gaze about, you're standing in a corridor of uncertainty. As the doors you thought would always be open start to close one by one. The foundation itself seems to be collapsing underneath you. But keep in mind, my love, that I am the rock that never moves. Even when it seems like the ground under your feet is shaky, it is normal to have a feeling of lost during these times of transition. Relaxing to let go, you cling to what used to be. However, there are moments when letting go is a show of bravery rather than weakness, my kid. You create space for something bigger in the release. The doors that shut are there to lead you to a new road, not to put you in a jail. Fading friendships are a sign of the passing of time rather than a desertion. Type 444 if you are ready to welcome God's miracles into your life. Believe that even though these changes are difficult, they are a part of the larger picture that I am creating for your life. When everything seems to be slipping away, I can appreciate your need for stability and something to cling to. Humans naturally turn to the familiar for sales. However, progress does not exist in life's comfort zones. My love, even when fear says that you can't, growth rises in the stretching and in the times when you go into the unknown. I'm here to let you know that you're never really traveling alone. Even when it seems like there is no clear path ahead, my hand is on you, guiding every step. Believe me, I see the way that you do not yet see. You may question why everything around you appears to be changing so rapidly. What causes partnerships to fail? What causes dreams to shift? Why discomfort no longer come from the familiar? This changes. My kid, are neither a sign of failure nor a punishment. Invitations are what they are. Invitations to develop, grow, and trust. Your life has seasons, just like the earth's seasons. There are seasons for planting, harvesting, and yes, trimming. Type 777. If you trust in God's plan for your future, even while pruning may seem like a loss, it is really the beginning of fresh growth. Picture a tree in the fall, with its leaves changing to dazzling hues of orange, gold, and crimson before dropping to the ground. This may seem to the uninitiated like the end, a loss of vitality, a spelling of beauty. The tree, however, is wiser. It is aware that, in order to withstand the severity of winter, it must shed. It has faith that spring will arrive, bringing fresh growth, new buds, and a new list of life. Your life is much like that tree, my kid. Often, what seems like loss is really a prelude to rejuvenation. Have faith in the times I have planned for you. We deeply appreciate your support and helping us spread God's message of hope, love, and blessings. If this message has inspired or uplifted you, please consider showing your gratitude by giving $20. Super thanks. Your contribution helps us continue creating more content that touches lives and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you are not only supporting our hard work, but also helping to extend God's love to more hearts around the world. Thank you for being part of this mission and for your generous support. As you see individuals go away, I can see how hurt you are. Losing the relationships that used to make you happy and comfortable is never easy. However, keep in mind that not everyone is destined to be your lifelong companion. Some are here to educate you, develop with you, and then leave after a certain amount of time. Their departure just signifies the end of a chapter in your life. It doesn't lessen their significance. And as one chapter closes, a new one opens up, one that is full of unimaginable benefits, connections, and chances. Sometimes, my dear, I lock a door to keep you safe rather than to punish you. There are relationships that look priceless, chances that seem like gold, and waste that seem ideal. But sometimes I have to step in and rewrite you because I can see what's coming. Have faith that I shut every door for your benefit. Have faith that every relationship I let wane is a necessary component of my divine purpose. Type 888. If you know God is lighting your steps, I'm working everything out for your ultimate benefit, even if It hurts and you don't understand. Love is the foundation of all my goals for you. I am aware that at this time of transition, you feel alone. The loneliness may be overpowering and the quiet defining, but you're never alone. My kid, I am with you throughout the silent times, during the invisible tears, and during the indescribable prayers. I am nearer than your pulse and your breath. I am the one who will never abandon you. So keep that in mind when you feel abandoned. Remember that I am the shepherd who will lead you back to the way. When you feel lost, I never lose sight of you. I see the wider picture, my dear. Let me remind you of that. You may only see the fragments of your life's mosaic right now, but I see the masterpiece that is being created. Every obstacle, alteration, and loss contributes to that mosaic. And after it's finished, you'll see how each component works flawlessly to produce something really remarkable, even when your own perspective is obscured by uncertainty and anxiety. Have faith in mine. My darling, don't be afraid of the changes. Accept them. They mark a fresh start rather than the finish. They are intended to help you grow rather than to break you. Keep in mind that you are the clay and I am the potter. You are being shaved, molded, and refined into the person you were intended to be by me. Although the procedure may sometimes be unpleasant or uncomfortable, it is essential to your development. Have faith in my tender and kind hands. So have heart, my dear. Know that you are not alone, even if the road ahead may seem unknown and the winds of change may seem unrelenting. I'm with you on this trip, supporting, bolstering, and getting you ready for what's coming. The changes you are going through now are not the conclusion of your tale. Rather, they are the start of something bigger. I am your God, and I love you more than you can imagine. So have faith in me. Trust is a delicate but put-in gift, my darling. Put in your confidence and something you cannot see or comprehend is not always simple, but even when it appears like there is no way forward, I urge you to believe me. Recognize that I see things that you cannot. I see the connections and possibilities that lie just beyond the horizon, whereas you may concentrate on the closed doors and winning friendships. Believing in my love for you, even when there are still uncertainties, is what trust is all about. Type 999. If you trust in God's unfailing love, you choose freedom when you choose faith. You may break free from the bonds of uncertainty and fear when you have faith, knowing that you are not alone in bearing the burden of the world. Let you relax. You are not intended to handle life's curve balls on your own. I am here to walk with you, to support you and to illuminate your path. Remember that I am always there, even when the journey seems lonely. When I am your guide, you are never in the dark. Take advantage of this time of transition to strengthen your faith in me. You allow my serenity to enter your heart when you let go of your anxiety. Remind yourself that I have wonderful plans for you, plans that will bring you prosperity, hope, and the future you can't even imagine. Every stride you take ahead will bring you one step closer to the life I have planned for you if you have faith in me, my darling, my beloved child. Trust in my plan, for I am shaping your path with love and purpose. Though the journey may feel uncertain, know that I am with you, guiding every step. Surrender your fears, hold on to hope, and walk forward in faith. Your future is brighter than you imagine. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification